Explorer. I'm going to answer beginner questions today, guys. We're going to go live, answer beginner questions, have a beginner chat, guys. Okay. All right, looking good. All right. I got Weeble up here. I got the Weeble Wobble up here. And we're going to talk about some stocks that are on my watch list. Let's see, guys. Let's make sure we are live. I think we are live. We are rocking and rolling. Of course, shout out to all the fabulous ladies out there that are trading and investing. I am happy to help you guys out. I got a lot of cash stuffing and budgeting lady friends out there that I would like to give a huge shout out to. Mystic Budget is one of them. There are so many, guys. I hope a few of you pop on. A lot of you ladies have asked about how to do stock market trading. Okay, you're killing it doing the cash stuffing and the budgeting, but you want to know how to do trading, guys, and I'm gonna try to demystify that for some of you ladies out there. And of course, guys, you're welcome. Welcome in Leroy from 40 and Broke. Should you buy Tesla? I think everybody should have a little Tesla, okay? It's never a bad idea to have a little Tesla. My Tesla in your account, guys, as you see, it's on the thumbnail, one of my favorite stocks to talk about. Hey, Tuber Chat. Hey, Kevin. The biggest question, guys, I get, okay, is you're looking at these charts. How do you make sense of it? What is it? Up here on the screen, I have 4 different charts up. By the way, Neo just fell off a cliff, guys. I would not touch Neo right now until we see where Neo is going. But up on your upper left hand side, you see that I have the 1 minute chart on Tesla. Well, why would you bring up the 1 minute chart? Well, you'll bring up the 1 minute chart because you want to watch minute by minute if you are trading Tesla. If you're not trading Tesla, okay, you don't need the minute chart. You can go up here, guys, see all the different options. You can go to the 5 minute chart. Every 5 minutes will be a different candle. See these candles? Each candle simply represents a price range during a certain time frame. It's very, very simple. It's sort of a visual way to look at what is happening with the price of the stock. It is a visual tool, guys. It is a green candle means that the stock for that small time frame closed above where it opened for that time frame. If the candle is red, it means that the stock opened during that particular time frame for that 5 minute time frame. It opened, okay, higher than it closed. If it closed lower, that was a red little session there, and the candle will be red. If you zoom out, okay, now if you zoom out, this is the daily chart for Tesla. It will give you a 24-hour view of what is going on with the stock, okay? When in doubt, zoom out, guys. Okay, when in doubt, zoom out. You can see definitely an upward trend here. Think of it as a little guy climbing a mountain. Okay, if you connect all the bottom points of these candles with one line, you can see that that line is going up like a man climbing up a mountain, okay? Now if it looks like this, like Neo down in the bottom right, you can see it's crashing right into my head here. That is not good. If you zoom out on Neo on the day, you can see that the trend is going down. Definitely is going down. That's the one you want to be careful of because you just don't know where the bottom is. But we're watching Tesla because it is one of my favorite stocks. And yes, I always think it is a good time to have it. Welcome, Kevin from Tuber Chat. Thanks so much for joining me, Kevin. Always love how you describe my channel on your show. I'm very, very appreciative all the kind words that you have shared about the channel. And I want to sort of get some feedback from you guys as far as what you guys may want to see on the channel. A lot of you guys are beginners, and I want to bring that beginner content to you because, as you get further on in your education, you may kind of forget what it feels like when you first look at these sort of things, right? It is confusing. You don't know what all the lines mean, what all the charts are doing, and things like that. So every so often, I want to kind of reel it back and hit you guys with some beginner stuff because we all have to start somewhere. And I enjoy teaching you guys. I don't charge for any of this, guys. I'm giving this guy to you guys for free, absolutely for free, because I enjoy talking about the stock market, guys, and I want you guys to make some money. Thank you so much, Kevin. Kevin, head on over to Tuber Chat, guys. If you have a small channel, okay, if you have a channel and YouTube considers a small YouTuber, believe it or not, they consider a small YouTuber anything under 100,000 subscribers. Okay, um, that's a lot of YouTubers, guys. That's millions and millions of YouTubers. What Kevin does is he has a show. He goes on, I believe, 4 times a week. You go on the show. Okay, you become a member of the channel. It's very reasonable. He will put you on the wheel. Okay, when your channel comes up, he will feature your channel. He will talk about what your channel is about. He will drop the link. Well, you will go to the channel, okay, guys, on your own. Make a genuine connection with that YouTuber. Hit the notification bell. Make sure notifications are on, and you leave a genuine comment on the channel, and then that connection should stick. Leave several sentences. Don't say things like cool video bro or something like that. Leave a genuine comment about what was in the content of the video, and then he allows many small YouTubers to connect in that way. I've met so many friends that I would have never ever met any other way, okay? And I can name many off the top of my head, okay, that I've met that I would never have met without a grow show like Tuber Chat, okay? It's awesome. These guys are genuine friends, in my personal opinion. I could see I'm building friendships with many people that I would have never met otherwise. So thank you so much. Welcome into the show there. Paralife TV, he's been very, very supportive. I appreciate you. He's up in Canada as well. We got Back Alley saying Neo, buy Neo. I would not lock into Neo, guys. What you have to realize about Neo, and I don't want to get too far off topic. Neo, when you own Neo stock, you are not actually owning a piece of Neo. You are owning an entity which is offshore on the Cayman Islands. Go and Google it and find more out about it. It's way too much for me to talk about. I don't want this to turn into the Neo show. However, you are not actually owning a piece of Neo. You are owning a sort of a certificate that is sort of, it's very convoluted. Now, am I saying Neo is a bad investment? Not necessarily. What I would be careful of is averaging down on Neo. It's very tempting to do that right now at this price, $27 and some change, okay? It's very tempting to quote unquote buy the dip. But what you have to realize with Neo is you're not actually owning Neo. Does Neo have a lot of catalysts coming up and some good things that may propel it up towards, uh, you know, 30, 40, $50? Yes, it does. I'm not averaging down on Neo because you just have to realize the risk that is involved, okay? I think they make a fantastic looking car. It looks luxurious, it looks fantastic, but I would be careful with Neo. All right, let's see. We got Back Alley saying no next to zero about Neo. Yeah, I really honestly, the political climate and what is going on in the world, there are other stocks that I would rather put my money into. I'll just say it that way to keep it on a positive note. Tuber chat saying he's here to learn. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I want to talk about a few things before I get way off topic. I have a few stock picks up here uh, for you guys to look at. These are stocks. Let me see. I have Tesla. I have Crocs. Crocs has made over 100% year on the year. Okay, so uh, everybody loves a 2x stock with doubles in the course of a year. Crocs actually did that, and I did a fun Crocs video. Uber. Uber is very innovative, guys, and I can see a lot of partnerships that could be happening. And as we move forward with the Crummycron and all of this thing, a lot of times people don't want to go to the store. They don't want to go to the restaurant. They don't want to, they don't want to do this, that, and the other thing. Uber is not only delivering food, they're delivering other items. You can buy something at Sephora and get it delivered by an Uber driver. I don't know if you guys know about that. That is why Uber is on my watch list. Of course, instead of Neo, let's just put Coca-Cola. KO. Knockout. If you're a brand new trader investor, you can't go too wrong with Coca-Cola, guys. That is a Warren Buffett favorite, and it's a food and beverage. Uh, People buy this sort of thing no matter what is going on with the economy, and it's a fantastic dividend stock. So let's put that up. Got to put up the favorites. Okay, Kevin's saying if you think about a true beginner, maybe a series of tutorial videos explaining exactly how to choose and buy your first stock. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. The candles, the dividends, the news resources, lingo. I actually did do a stock market lingo video. Go ahead into my playlist. I have only one video in that playlist right now because I reorganized it, and that is the stock market lingo video. Go ahead and watch that. It's a fun video, and I think you'll learn a lot of the slang or jargon that we use in the trading community. You're welcome, Kevin. Happy to shout you out. You've helped my channel tremendously. I appreciate you. Budget with free. We got budget with free here. Perfect example, guys. Go over to her channel. I'm good at trading. Okay, I feel very confident saying that I've passed the beginner level, and I'm somewhere. I wouldn't say that I am an amazing expert trader, but I'm very very confident in my trading skills at this point because I've been putting in so much work. Want to give a quick shout out to Capitalist Academy. Every morning, Monday to Friday, Peter goes live. I very rarely miss a live stream, so I have hours and hours and hours of listening to a mentor, okay? And because of that time I spend, okay, I'm gaining these skills. This is a skill. Guys, you have to look at it as you're building a skill. Will you lose money? Everybody's going to lose money. I lost money. I lose money all the time. And you can be wrong every single day. And you can still be a great trader, guys. You can be wrong every single day. It's part of it. Okay? A lot of jobs you can't be too wrong before you're going to have to hit the door. But as a trader, it's part of it. You can be wrong. You can be wrong. As long as you're right more times than you're wrong, then you're going to be doing pretty good, guys. And the reason I love this hobby and this skill is because this is putting money into your pocket, okay? It's putting money into your pocket. It's nothing better than having a hobby that you can make money. I can sit on my couch over here and make sometimes 500 bucks in an hour, okay? I'm not exaggerating, but did I put a lot of time in to build up my knowledge? Yes, you can join the academy, guys. Your first month is free and it's a money back guarantee. If you would like to have a mentorship experience where you have a true mentor that will teach you to learn and teach you how to invest the right way. If you build that good foundation, you're good to go. Paralife TV KO noted. Coke is a great stock. KO. It's a knockout stock. Okay, guys. Thank you. I desire wealth. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Tuber chat saying the gathering within is here. Good morning, gathering within. I'm so sorry if I missed any of you guys. I wanted to cover some basics, guys, before I get too off track. As I was saying, if you zoom out, you will see this trend is upward trend. I think Tesla is an amazing stock. Okay. Each of these candles simply represents a sort of like a 5 minute or 10 minute or sometimes 15 minute time frame. Okay. And this blue line is just simply it smooths it out. It sort of makes that average, right? You can kind of look at it and say, okay, good. At the very moment in time right now, Tesla is consolidating and it's looking like it wants to take the next move up. Okay? All right. So, before you become a trader and investor, what should you have? Well, you should have at least 3 months of expenses saved to the side, guys. At least 3 to 6 months of expenses. Okay? What are your expenses? Do you know? Go ahead over to the budgeting channel. These ladies break it down cost cost, by dollar, by penny. They have everything broken down. What are you spending in a month? If you guys don't know, you should know. You should have a basic idea how much you spend on food, how much you spend on entertainment. That's a big one, and that's a big one that you may be able to sort of reel in, okay? What are you spending on memberships, okay? Can you save 20% of your income right now? Whatever you're making, and I don't know all of you, I don't know how much you make. I don't need to know that because it's different for everybody. But fundamentally, what you need to realize is, are you able to save 20% of your take home income? If you're not able to do that, you can do one of two things, okay? You can get a better job and make more money. That's easier said than done. Or you can go ahead and get a side hustle, guys. You can get a side hustle. If you don't want to do that, well, then what you have to do is sort of trim back your expenses. Go ahead and write them down. Go to these budgeting channels, Budget with Free, amazing channel. Go to Mystic Budgets, okay, great channel. D versus Debt, great channel. If you're not good at budgeting, these ladies are. They will show you how to get there. So extremely organized. It's wild, guys. They're so organized. Personally, I need to work on my budgeting skills. I got the trading thing pretty rocking and rolling pretty well, but you gotta get that money saved off to the side. You're gonna hear it called dry powder or money on the side. You need that money on the side because when you go to put on a trade, you're going to need probably a few $100s to put on a decent, successful trade that's going to make you a decent, nice amount of money. Okay? You have to realize what sort are you living above your means or are you living below your means? Try to bring your lifestyle into a more simple sort of state. However, you can trim back, that's up to you guys. It depends on your priorities, right? You may not want to give up your Chipotle once a week. You may not, you know what I'm saying? You may love your Starbucks. You may, maybe you're just not willing to make coffee at home. But then cut it back somewhere else or do your side hustle. Go do Uber Eats. Go sell some stuff, flip some stuff out of your closet on eBay. to get that money, because you have to have that money off to the side, okay? Now, there's two types of investors. There's an active investor, which is what I'm doing right now. If you don't feel confident in that, you should still be investing. It's called passive investing. You can buy an ETF, you can buy a mutual fund, you can put into the 401k at work, right? But don't let your money sit in the bank. I see a lot of the budgeting gals. Now they have the money sitting out there stacked up. Guys, some of that money you can put into these brokers and let that money work for you when you learn how to trade. And then there's options trading, and there's actually even safe options that you can buy. You can sell puts. You can put that stack of money to work for you. So it's not sitting on the table. It's working for you. Sometimes it's working for you while you're sleeping, guys. This is something that you want to start to learn about, okay? Read investing books. Another great piece of advice that a lot of people don't do. Your average CEO reads about 50 books a year. Guess how many books your average American reads a year? Guys, and I have my Wawa coffee. Guys, believe it or not, I get this for free most mornings because my cashier is a sweetheart. So I'm not even spending money on the coffee. Be sweet to your Wawa cashier. She might give you a free coffee every now and then, guys. The average American reads one book a year, okay? If you can read 2 books a year, you just did twice as much as the average American. You want to start reading investing books. There's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme in trading. As a matter of fact, most people that do active investing, 90% over the long term, which could be a year, could be two, as you're dabbling in it, are going to fail. 90% are going to lose money. Okay? Oh my God, that's scary, right, guys? What the heck, Nora? I, I don't want to lose money. Well, neither did I. But guess what? There's a way you can keep yourself from losing that money. It's called risk management. Guys, there's so many videos on YouTube about investing and trading and risk management. Just Google it. Great channel, Peter DiCarlo. Watch his early videos. Go back, watch all his videos about risk management, how to become a successful trader. There's so many resources on YouTube, guys. That's why you guys are here. There are people that will teach you for free. They will teach you for free. Paralife TV says, great tip about letting your money set in the bank. I had this exact conversation with my son yesterday. He's 15. Awesome. Took a while to sink in, but when I showed him my portfolio, it clicked. Fantastic, Paralife TV. I'll tell you guys a little story. I was raised in a foster family. My mother actually was raised during World War II. Very, very, very rough times over in Germany, over in Hungary, over in Romania. They moved from place to place. Okay? Long story short, very, very rough childhood living through the war, living through World War II. She was amazing with money. This made a great foundation for me as far as saving. My very first job and every job I had after that, and this is a great tip for you guys with kids. My very first job, it was called Fill a Job. It was a summer job program, okay, out there in Philadelphia. That's where I was raised at. Every paycheck that I got from that first summer job, and I started as soon as I could work, she had us all working because she had a strong work ethic. Another great thing to have. But, oh my gosh, someone's blowing my phone up. Okay, she took half of that paycheck. Guys, it was not optional. She took half of that paycheck Every single paycheck I got, I cashed it. Half of it went to her. The other half I could spend on whatever I wanted. If I wanted to buy stickers or candy bars or whatever, I could do it. She did not care. She did not tell me what I could buy. Most of the time, certain things she would. But half of that check, okay, every 2 weeks she put that tit aside. When I graduated high school, okay, and when I started to go to community college, when I started to want to be on my own, I had that amount. It was several $1,000s that she saved for me because she would say this: in real life, you never get to spend 100% of your paycheck, guys. How true is that? You never get to spend 100% of your paycheck. Why not start instilling that in your children when they start working? Paralife TV, you have a 15-year-old, perfect time. Now, this day and age, kids might say, "You're not taking my money." Well, guess what? In my household, I didn't make the rules. And if she said you're handing over half your paycheck, it was not open for discussion. I was raised in a strict household that came over from Germany, very strict, very regimented, and very, very good with money. That is sort of a stereotypical thing about Germans. She's very frugal, but I learned all these little things, right, from watching her, okay? Anytime she went out to buy a car, she bought it in cash. She bought the car in full. That's how good she was with her money. And she didn't make an awful lot of money, but her saving and budgeting and investing were so on point. You just won't believe how much having the right mindset, how far that will go. And guys, if you could get your kids started early with this mindset, they will be set for life. Dollar cost averaging. Back Alley says dollar cost averaging. That is another great beginner strategy. A lot of people are afraid of a stock market crash. They're afraid of the crash. Well, what happens in the crash, guys? If you change your mindset and you're dollar cost averaging, or you're putting the same amount of money into a stock, for example, Coca-Cola, every 2 weeks, when the stock market crashes, and a lot of times all it's doing is correcting, but people get scared and they think it's a crash. You're getting that stock on sale, guys. You're getting that stock, that amazing dividend stock on sale. You're getting it cheaper. You just have to keep going. You got to keep marching forward. Keep putting that money in, guys. Crash, no crash, doesn't matter. The goal is to be completely unemotional during the whole process, okay? Be unemotional about it. Just keep putting that money in, okay? Budgeting when free says, I have taught my 13-year-old about budgeting, and now I just opened a Fidelity account so that she can start to learn about stocks and how to invest. I think it's so important. It really is. That's a great comment, free. Thank you for that. Yes, fantastic, guys. Guys, there's so many free resources, like I said, on YouTube, absolutely for free. A lot of my videos, you know, I'm putting this information out there, these gems, okay, as dropping gems, putting them out there for free, guys. Get your kids to watch these financial YouTubers. It's not over their head. People like Meet Kevin or Jeremy from Financial Education, it's not over your head, guys. They talk about finances and they keep it real. Okay? Gathering Within says, hey, 40 and Broke. 40 and Broke's always here. Want to give a big shout out. Much love to 40 and Broke. Guys, he's almost at 500 subs. He actually might even have hit that milestone by now. I know I was looking at it this week and he was so close. If you're not subscribed to 40 and Broke, he's covering the same sort of topics. Fantastic friend. Talk about a great guy, a YouTube personality that actually became a friend of mine, Leroy. Guys, it touches my heart. There are so many of you guys that are just amazing people. You're real people out there. We're not just talking heads on a screen. We're real people with real feelings. Guys, when you leave a nice, warm comment on someone's channel, it means a lot to them, okay? Take that time. I try to visit as many channels as I can, guys, as many channels as I can to show support. But please go over and give him a subscribe. Everybody in the chat, guys, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Go ahead over, give him a subscribe. We're all in the small YouTuber community. No one here in the chat is over 100,000 subscribers, right? We're all considered small YouTubers, guys. Even the ones with over 10,000 subscribers, we're all in that small YouTuber community. And I try to be a big part of the small YouTuber community. Okay? So, yeah, go ahead, check out what are your total expenses for the month. Where can you reel some of those expenses back, okay? Can you save 20% of your income? If not, that's a really fantastic goal, okay? And there's ways that you can get that money if you don't have that money. Allie from DP's Wonderful World, welcome, welcome, welcome. Allie is another fantastic host, always welcoming new YouTubers on her channel. Check her channel out. She does Sunday shoutouts. She does her shoutouts. I'm sorry, on Sunday she's up in Canada. So many Canadian watchers. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. We still have Kevin here from Tuber Chat. DP is always over at Tuber Chat. He's always DP's always over there supporting. He's over at her channel supporting. Guys, we have to support each other, right? I appreciate you guys reaching out and connecting with everybody. Okay? All right. So, where do you go next? Well, you have to pick your favorite stocks, right? You got to get a broker, Robinhood or Webull. These are the two that I use the most, but I also have TD Ameritrade. That's more of a long term. I don't trade on TD Ameritrade, so I don't feature it as much. But I have all three. I'm relatively familiar with all three if you have any questions about that. After the live stream, I will drop the link to Webull and Robinhood if you're not already signed up. You get free stocks for using my links. I will put them in the description. All right, guys. Pick out your favorite stocks. You're in there, you say you're starting with $500. You're starting with $500. Before you do anything, make sure you keep at least 10 to 20% of that in dry powder. Just because you put money in the broker does not mean you have to drop every single penny into a stock. Why do I do that? Well, there's a good reason. When your favorite stocks drop or dip, you heard that saying, buy the dip. When you have that 10 to 20%, it's already in the broker. Have it in because you want to have that money ready to rock and roll, ready to do things for you. If it's not in there, sometimes it takes a day or two to get from your bank, okay, into your broker. You want to have it in there. You want to pick your favorite stocks, guys. You want to have between 5 and 10 favorite stocks. Over on the left-hand side, you will see a watch list. You want to put these stocks in the watch list. Put them on the watch list. That way you can watch them easier. They're simply over in your watch list, okay? Build that watch list. You can do this before you even start your account. Decide which stocks are your favorite. Put them in the watch list, okay? You want to have that money off to the side. If any of them dip, you go ahead and you buy the dip, okay? And you hold it. How long do you hold it? Well, if it's a trade, you can swing trade. You can hold it for a week or two and cash it out. You buy it at one price, hold it for a couple weeks. It goes up, fantastic. Cash it out. That's swing trading. You just made money. You just made money sitting there on your phone, playing on your phone, right, guys? Okay? If you want to hold it long term and dollar cost average into it, you can do that too. You can trade and invest in the same account. My Robinhood account is primarily a trading account, okay? But my Webull account is mixed, both long term and trading. And then my TD account is strictly long term, okay? Some people like to separate their portfolios out like that. You have a trading account, you have a long term account, so it's not confusing to you, okay? All right, so along the left-hand side here, Arcimoto is one I'm watching. Great price, $8.31. They make electric fun utility vehicles. They are going to be opening more dealerships in Florida. Also, they're moving the Disney Imagineers to Florida. I don't know if you guys know that. They're moving the Imagineers to Florida to Lake Nona. Guess who's going to have a dealership in Lake Nona too? Arcimoto. I know this because I ran into a service technician for Arcimoto down the street from me. How? I don't know. I didn't ask too many questions, but he threw me some free t-shirts, guys. And it was great to actually talk to someone from the company. They are going to be opening a dealership basically in Orlando. Lake Nona is very close. It's right there next to Orlando. The Imagineers are basically moving to Orlando, not that far from the park. Kind of putting two and two together. I think the Imagineers, I think they may like Arcimoto. You may end up seeing them riding around Disney soon, guys. I can kind of see it. It's gonna happen. Okay, so that is why I have that. Crocs, check out my Crocs video, guys. On the year, Crocs did so good, it's unbelievable. They're up over 100% on the year. Croc stock was down around $67 in January. Now it's all the way up to 127. That's a double bubble. AMC, as you know, Gorilla Gang, everybody that was following AMC always got to have that on the watch list. Affirm, they do financing. You can buy something on Amazon and finance it through Affirm. That's why I'm watching Affirm. Have a pretty big position in Affirm. Bitcoin, of course, gotta watch that. Neo. Neo took a big fade today. A very popular retail investor stock, okay? But just because something's a popular retail investor stock does not mean you should focus on it. You could get burnt, guys. Be careful. Get your own ideas. Don't always follow the crowd and what everybody else is buying, okay? Be careful with that, with the hype stocks. Okay, DP says, woohoo, Paralipes in Canada. Awesome. East Coast right there. Yes. I appreciate all my Canada peeps, guys. DP says, going to leave you running. Thank you. Thank you, Allie. While I go make a video. Fantastic. And I will go watch your video. Of course. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Okay, as I said, the key is managing your risk. Have your stop losses set. Look up what a stop loss is. Guys, you can be wrong 3 out of 10 times and still make money in the stock market, but you have to have your stop losses set and you have to stick to that. When it hits your stop loss, you took a trade, okay? It didn't go your way. It started to go down. Cut it off. Sell it. Okay? It's just like when you get an infection, you got bit by a snake, right? Snake bit you. If you cut this is extreme, but if you cut it off right here, if you cut your arm off here, the infection's not going to go up your arm and into your heart and kill you, okay? You cut it off. You gotta be able to take a loss, and this is something a lot of people struggle with. They don't want to lose. You put on a trade. Say I bought 10 shares of Uber at $42.11, okay? And Uber and your stop loss is at 40 and it goes down to 40. Sell it. You only took what? 1-2% loss? Sell it. God, if it goes down to 30, now you just lost 5, and then it keeps going down, then you lost 10% and you lost 20% and going down. Maybe we're in the beginning of a crash, God forbid. If it's a trade, you gotta sell it when it hits your stop loss, guys, and you can't be afraid to take a loss. Just keep trading. If it's a long-term hold, that's different, guys. You would not sell it. You would hold it. But if it's a trade, don't let your trades turn into long-term investments, okay? That's another thing that I talk about. When you trade, trade stocks that you like. Trade stocks that you like, because as easy as it is to explain what a stop loss is and everything, a lot of people struggle with it and they just won't cut the loss. And then what happens? A trade turns into a long-term investment. Has it happened to me many, 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 many times over this year? Because believe it or not, as knowledgeable as I feel I've become and competent as I feel I've become, I still struggle with cutting a loss. But have I cut some losses? Yes, I have. Watch my Tesla video. I did one. I believe it was back in March when Tesla fell really sharply. I did cut a loss, and you're going to make it up. There's a trade coming every 2 minutes. It's like a train at a train station. There'll be another opportunity in another 2 minutes. Another train will come by that you can get on. Four Corners Custom Productions, thank you, Four Corners, for joining me. Thrill Seeks is here. Awesome. Great channel featuring a lot of roller coaster theme park videos and things like that. Check him out. Okay. So yeah, guys, get used to the idea of taking a loss, and you can be wrong every single day. As long as you're right more than you're wrong, and you manage your risk, you can make money over the course of the year. And at the end of the year, these brokers, this is Weeble, they will send you a statement, and they will show you how much you won and how much you lost. There's something called a wash sale. When you lose that money, if you wait, I believe it's 30 days, okay, it counts against your losses, and then you can go ahead and buy that stock again. A lot of people are tax loss harvesting, not always a bad thing, because at the end of the year, you're going to have to pay taxes on all those gains you made over the year. So you look through this list and you say, well, you know what, hey, maybe I didn't really like NEO too good anyway. And you sell like 50 shares of NEO and you take the L. That will come off of your profits, and then you'll only pay, the tax on the profit. It will sort of reduce your taxes. And for people with larger accounts, this is something that they do. So when you trade towards the end of the year, this is something that you have to deal with, this tax loss harvesting. It's not a stock market crash. People are simply saying, you know what? I don't want this stock. I don't want to hold this certain stock into next year. I'm going to cash it out. I'm going to take that loss. And that loss is going to come off of my gains. And I will have a lower tax bill because of it. If you make $100 on the trade, guys, that's not all profit. You have to realize that at the end of the year, the tax man is going to want his cut of that. So keep that in mind. And if you hold a stock more than a year, well, you have now gone into long-term capital gains, and it is taxed at a lesser amount. I don't know how it is in Canada. I imagine it's probably similar. Short-term capital gains, if you buy a stock in the first of the month and cash it out on the 30th, that's short-term. That's a short-term trade, and that's going to be taxed at the maximum. It is taxed at the same amount that your paycheck is taxed at, whatever tax bracket you are in, okay? Just keep that in mind. Sometimes if you're smashing it in the stock market, it can bump you up into the next tax bracket if you make too much in the stock market. Something to think about. And also think about that strategy of how long you're going to hold a trade. Okay. So there's just a couple tips, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the chat. I'm not going to let the live go on for too much longer. I wanted to connect with you guys, give you some ideas. Again, I'll reiterate, reading books is free. You can go to your public library and get trading books absolutely for free. Okay? You can also join Audible. I think you get the first month for free on Audible. Great books to read are, you know, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay? And there's so many. If you guys have a favorite trading book, drop that in the chat, okay? If you're a student or you work at a college, you could go into the college library and get these books in a digital format. Even at a library, a lot of these books are in a digital format. Once you get the library subscription or you're a student and you sign into the library interface, a lot of these books you can download as like a PDF or a digital ebook is called. There's a whole library of ebooks that you can start to read. Okay, so what you need to know is if you're a beginner, it is always good to build on your knowledge, okay? And you never stop learning. You have to be a lifelong learner. You have to be a lifelong learner. I'm always learning something new, okay? So you have to build on it. It's not something you're going to jump into and get rich quick. There is no such thing, guys, unfortunately. Four Corners is saying, hey, Back Alley, thanks for joining me, Four Corners. He's got a business. He makes t-shirts, custom t-shirts. If you want a custom t-shirt, hit him up. He'll go ahead and make a custom t-shirt for you. Leroy's saying listen to ebooks on YouTube. That's right. Some people have YouTube channels. They'll sit there and read the ebook onto the YouTube. You can play that on your way to work. You can play that if you're a truck driver like Leroy. You can play that while you're driving around. Start building on that foundation of knowledge, guys. It's always a good thing to read. You will not believe how much you will improve if you just keep learning. You got to keep learning and investing in that learning process. And again, if you would like to join the Stock Market Academy exclusively for traders and investors, my link is always up in the banner next to the fantastic Elon Musk up there. If you click on that, you start absolutely for free. The first month is free, and you will get, I think it's over 60 or 70 hours of courses and lectures. You'll get a live stream for 1 hour Monday to Friday, and you will get access to live trade alerts. You'll get access to the black box stock, which is how big money trades. You'll get all that secret squirrel black box stock flow. It's an amazing value. It's $100 a month. If you pay in full up front, it's $900 for the year, and you still get your first month for free. A fantastic resource that I am a part of, and I wouldn't recommend it to you guys if I didn't believe in it. So check that out if you're interested in that. Have an awesome day, guys. Yes, I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. I will do this again. Please share this with your friends. If they're a new trader investor, please share it out, guys. Please give me a thumbs up on the way out. Would appreciate that very much as well. And guys, I will see you very, very soon. Have a great trading day. Peace.